If you're enjoying a really nice cup of Los Andes Guatemalan coffees, you should know that there's many steps for that cup of coffee to reach your hand. My name is Olga Hazard and I'm here at Los Andes Nature Reserve in the south slope of Atitlan Volcano in Guatemala. And this is a property where there's a community of more than 35 families that live here. And also it's a company that produces coffee.
My name is Jaime Freire and I am the manager of the farm here in Los Andes. Coffee in Los Andes is very important. It's the principal agricultural product we have. We produce a lot of coffee here.
There's a whole bunch of people behind it. So the first process in January is that we come up with a seed selection. So we have a really nice nursery here at Los Andes where we bring all the seeds and we plant it in the earth. It takes about a month and a half for that little seed to pop up into what we call the little soldier. We call it a little soldier because it looks like a little stem with a helmet. Once you have that, you can do what we call here in Guatemala grafting. Here at Los Andes, grafting is something we do for all of our coffees. All of the coffees in Guatemala are grafted. This is an invention that was created here in Guatemala so the coffees would be stronger in their plants, get less diseases, and at the same time not lose the quality on the cup. So what Tomasa is doing right now is she's taking a very fine gillette and putting two little plants together. So the bottom part will be a Robusta coffee. The root has to be straight and long, and that will allow the coffee plant to have less disease and to grow better. So at the same time, she's also explained on the other side, the Arabica part, it also has to be checked and to make sure that it has a proper size and a proper stem. You have to be very careful to do the cutting of the grafting in a very proportional and unified way. If this is not done well, the plants don't grow, and you will find out that in 3 years. So it's very important that the grafting is done in a proper way. Once you have the grafting, this little plant will go again to the nurseries back and it will be planted again. In this time it will be planted inside a little black bag so that it will be easily carried to the mountain once it's ready to go out into the field. Now once the plant starts growing, you want to make sure that plant has also the proper water, the proper sun. So depending on the month of the year, you want to do pruning of those shade trees so that the coffee plant receives the same amount of sun and shade you want it to receive throughout the years. After 3 years, that plant will start giving its first tiny little coffee cherries. You want to make sure those cherries are picked exactly at the same moment when the cherry is ready to be picked. Otherwise, it might be too green and the flavor is not going to be nice, or it might be overripe. Just like a fruit, if you have a green banana, it's not going to be as delicious as if you have a banana that is exactly in the same moment that you want to feel all its sweetness and all its texture. Then you start all the processing of this cherry. We have a wet coffee mill here in Los Andes where you will deliver them there and they will be selected so that all the red cherries are properly selected. Then they will be, the first step is that we will depulp it.
Cuando recibimos el café en la parte de arriba, cae en esta pileta, luego entran los pulperos y cuando llegan al repasador y ya llegan las pilas. Aquí viene el café pergamino, ya sin pulpa, entra en esta y el café se queda reposado 24 horas aquí hasta que dé punto de fermento. Cuando el café dé punto de fermento aquí en la pileta, lo que hacemos es, por gravedad, nos metemos en esta bomba lavadora, que es lo que quita. Cuando el café llega aquí, ya llega totalmente limpio, entonces solo queda el café totalmente bueno, limpio y bueno, listo para sacarlo al patio. Lo distribuimos en cualquier patio de lo que tenemos allá, cualquier patio donde nosotros queramos ponerlo.
We stay in the patios for 1 day or 2 days, depends of the climate. And then we go to the parihuelas, stay like around 10 days more or less, and the coffee dry very slowly. No? That's also important to the quality of the coffee because you need to have a very low water activity inside the grain, inside the bean.
And every lot will go through also a cupping. We will have a cupping for each lot telling us if that coffees are very good, excellent, or super excellent.
And at that moment, we send the coffee to our clients in the US. Coffee is our principal product. So for us, it's very important to have a market for our coffee. If we want quality, we need to do it that way. To have good quality coffee, for a tasty coffee, you need to do a good process, and you need the people. More than half of our costs are people. That's also good for the people because they need to have work. So this is also good. It's important for us in the coffee world that our clients know that if we don't do this kind of process, the quality is not the same.
Hola, soy Blanca Lidia Balán. Siembro la plantita de injerto.
Sí, yo soy Tomasa y yo soy la injertadora de aquí. Gracias.
Mi nombre es José Manuel Carrillo. Estoy acá en el campo como asistente caporal, supervisando trabajos.
Mi nombre es Bautilio Coy y estoy cortando leña, lo que cortaron aquí en la púa de Chalún.
Buenos días, mi nombre es José Carrillo y aquí estamos fertilizando el café.
Mi nombre es Ernesto de la Cruz y trabajo en manejo de sombra.
Mi nombre es Gonzalo, estoy apodando aquí en los Andes.
Yo me llamo José, aquí en la finca cortando café.
Mi nombre es Mardoqueo de la Cruz, soy el encargado del beneficio de café.
For whoever wants to grab a cup of coffee every morning, then make sure that you always remember the people that are behind that cup of coffee, and make sure that the coffees that you're drinking are giving these people a sustainable life.